Hello there and welcome back to Carmel's Kitchen. Today we are going to make some Welsh cheesecakes. Even though they're called Welsh cheesecakes, cheese has absolutely nothing to do with it. So we have some pastry that we rolled out nice and lightly with a rolling pin. And we're using a 2.5 centimeter cutter and gently flour it or lightly flour it. And we're going to cut out rounds that will fit into our pate tins. Today I've got a 12-hole pate tin, and you just take up your pastry that's cut into the round and put it into your tin that you have greased really lightly with a piece of margarine on a piece of grease-proof paper. Okay, so line those up. And we're going to be putting today into those some raspberry jam, but you could use strawberry jam or apricot jam if you liked. So we're just going to put a small amount of jam into the pastry cases, because if you put in too much, what will happen is it will come up the side of the pastry and burn. And they wouldn't look very nice, nor taste very nice. There's a little bit too much in that now. Put that there, and there we are. So now I've got my 12 holes covered in my pastry, and I've got a little bit of jam in each. When we're finished with that, we can put that away. And with my remaining pastry that I've got left, so because they traditionally have a cross on the top of them, so if you just take the pastry that you've got left and cut it into little strips, and then make 12 little crosses, just like that. 12 little crosses, so that you can sit them on top of your cake as you make them. And if you do that in advance, and it's all ready and ready to go. So we'll just give the counter a little wipe down, and we're going to get a mixing bowl. And into the mixing bowl I'm going to put 80 grams of soft margarine. So there's my 80 grams of soft margarine that I can cream up with my wooden spoon. And then into that I'm going to add 75 grams of caster sugar. Here's my caster sugar. And then just cream that together until your mixture becomes nice and light and fluffy. Okay, just like that. And I'm going to put in a teaspoon of vanilla essence. There's my teaspoon. Okay, you could use almond essence if you preferred. Or I should have said I'm going to use almond extract, not almond essence. Almond extract isn't as sweet as almond essence. So there's my mixture. Nice and fluffy, nice and creamy. I'll just bring it to the camera so you can see. Nice and fluffy and nice and creamy. Okay. Into that now I'm just going to add 1 egg. Which I break into a cup or into a bowl first to be sure that it's not bad. Okay, so in goes my egg. And keep whisking until your mixture goes back to look exactly like it did before you added the egg in the first place. It'll be just a little bit lighter and softer. Okay. So there's my mixture. Nice and soft and nice and light. Now into that I'm going to add self-raising flour. So I've got 90 grams of self-raising flour, and I'm going to sieve it in to be sure there is no lumps in the flour. And then I'm going to fold the flour in, because this time you don't want to overbeat it, because your self-raising flour contains a raising agent, and that will help your buns to rise. If you overbeat it, you're just knocking the air out of it. So your mixture should be nice and light and creamy looking. Okay, and that's it. Now I've got 2 teaspoons, and I'm going to put a teaspoonful on top of the jam, on top of my pastry. These are a really good cake for afternoon tea or morning coffee, if you like, to share with friends. Or just eat on your own. When they're cooked, if you store them in an airtight container, preferably plastic, because if you store them in an old biscuit tin, they just soak up the taste of the tin. So in a plastic container would be best. And this is my spatula. Just take that off there. If you have some mixture left, if you think any of them or a bit on the small side, just tap them up with whatever you've got left on your spatula. Okay. My oven is preheating to 170 degrees centigrade. That would be gas mark 3. And these little delights will take roughly 15 to 20 minutes to cook. And now I've got my crosses, which I'm just going to place on the top of my Madeira mixture. Okay, make sure there is no mixture up on the side of the tin, because if you do, that will burn when you put it into the oven. And also, if it's up on the side, that will prevent the mixture from rising. Nearly there. So in now into my preheated oven for 50. I'll check them after 15 minutes. Okay, and at the end of your 15-20 minutes, you should end up with some little delights that just look like this. Okay, they are delicious and absolutely scrumptious. And on the inside, this is what they look like. The best of luck and enjoy. See you again. Take care. Bye.